You want me to put her in her bed?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning NFC champs and the Vikings coming up next.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taken at the goal line, and he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when their body's on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Hard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Herbert now. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Jamar Chase, 72 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. It didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Lance. Flushed out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On the give, this is Akers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. From his own end zone, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. And they'll go for it. Lance. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 24, Herbert. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Herbert off of play action. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. from the 50. Here's Herbert. That's out to the flat for Akers. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Steps away to his left. First down and more for Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front. The Saints playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Mixon, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far, with a touchdown run as well. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail that one.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Working from the gun. Lance escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Let's go, Let's go.
A big play there for the Giants. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up. They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And they'll run again. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a dump off here complete. Room here to run. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. Herbert on 1st down now. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go again here with Akers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Touchdown, Vikings! Will Disley, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done.
And now the red flag. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Now here's a screen play left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on second down. Lance. Now they go screen. It's complete. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Trey Lance, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll bring up a second down. Akers has got the first down and then some. And finally brought down at the 38.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Najee Harris there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants add on to their lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.